Hi everyone. Today we're going to finish our first paragraph of our opinion essay. So I'd like to talk about our learning target and go over some of the characteristics of opinion writing. Our learning target today is that I can explain the water issue by giving at least 3 examples or facts and details in my first paragraph. So I'm going to show you, and I'm going to get the document camera ready and share my screen with you. So give me one sec. Sorry about that. Share screen. Okay, so there's our learning target. And I want to show you how that relates to our checklist. Yesterday, we started our introduction by stating our opinion clearly and making sure writing stays focused. That is why we're trying to catch the reader's attention, tell them what the issue is. And obviously, our opinion is that this is a problem, whether it is access, demand, or pollution. And we want to stay focused on that issue. So we're going to talk about that today. So our introduction must give the reader the information needed to understand the topic or issue. That is what we need to do today. Also, on the checklist, we see my opinion is supported by reasons and evidence from the text and shows a clear understanding of the topic. So I wanted to highlight that today because that is our focus. So looking at the model essay from yesterday, we started with, did you know that on average, each person in North America uses 550 liters of water every day? But in other parts of the world, people use only 140, 70, or even as little as 10 liters of water a day. That was how we hooked the reader. We got some of those interesting or surprising facts from our One Well book, and this was a way to make sure that our readers know this is a problem. And then we stated the actual issue. In orange, you see millions of people do not have access to enough fresh water. That's the problem. So that's how we started our essay yesterday. Now we're going to look at this part of the paragraph. This is where we elaborate. This is where our reader gets it and understands the issue, because just those few sentences, we have 3 sentences here in the beginning, that's not enough to motivate your reader to want to do something. And that's really our goal. We want other people to help with this problem. So now, today, for the rest of your introductory or first paragraph, you are going to take 3 different facts or details, and you can get those from your note catcher, and you're going to put them into that paragraph. So looking back at the note catcher that Mrs. Harrison and I used, we got our issue from here. Millions of people do not have access to enough fresh water, right? We already did that. Now, here's how it affects people. This is where I want you to focus your writing on today. The impact. What does this do? How does it affect people? How does this problem affect us? So the impact, I have farmers, not enough water to grow crops. People have to walk to get water, and some of the water is dirty and makes them sick. So now you should see how we used our note catcher, which is like our plan, to finish this first paragraph. So here's the first sentence for the second part of this paragraph. Farmers often do not have enough water to grow their crops, so food has become scarce. That means there's not a lot of it, not enough. I got that right from here. Excuse me. Oh, goodness. And then I go on to say, oh my, 1 billion people have to walk at least 15 minutes to get their fresh water for the day and then carry it home. So this is my first reason and my second reason that this is an issue. And I'm getting it again from people have to walk to get water. I'm getting it from my plan or my note catcher on page 22. Now, here's what's interesting. I am not just writing exactly what I have here, because this was note taking. These are just notes, phrases. I'm putting it into a complete thought and adding more detail. If you forgot the detail, grab your One Well book, go back to it, use it, get that information so that you can educate others. So where did I get that? I got it from the One Well book. 1 billion people have to walk at least 15 minutes to get their fresh water for the day and then carry it home. Now, this hasn't been copied. It has been changed into my own words. So make sure you don't plagiarize. If you're going to use a quote from the book, you need to put it in quotation marks and then list your sources. And then last but not least, the water they are able to collect is dirty and will make themselves and their families sick. And again, I got that from my note catcher. Some of the water is dirty and makes them sick. I just elaborated on it and made it just with more detail. So today, I want you to use your note catcher, use your One Well book if you like, and expand, elaborate on your water issue. Give the reasons why it is an issue. What is the impact? How does it affect people? And then the way you're going to do that, and I put this in your directions, I'm sharing my screen here, so I'm going to get rid of this. You're going to go right back to Google Docs. You should already have your Google Doc from yesterday, so there's no reason to start a new one. You see how it says water opinion essay? Just like we would in the classroom, click on that, and you will have your work from yesterday already saved. So here's what you did. Pretend all these blanks are filled in. You started with, did you know, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 a little more information to hook the reader. Then you gave what the issue is. The issue is blah, 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 blah. And then you're gonna finish this by adding those 3 examples. So what it might look like for today is, for example, because now you're elaborating. For example, and you would go on to tell how that impacts people. Oopsie. And then you might give another. I said 3 at least would be good. That was our learning target. Also, blah, 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 blah. And then maybe another effect is da, 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 da. And you're getting these from your note catcher and the One Well book. So that is how you will finish this paragraph, by supporting what you have stated is an issue with facts and details. If you need help with this, refer to your resources. You have those 3 note catchers, depending on which issue you chose, access, demand, or pollution, and they should be filled out from your previous lessons. And grab that One Well book. You'll see the titles that say access to water, demand for water, water pollution, and you can use that as well. I'm really excited to see how these essays come along, and then tomorrow we'll start thinking about how we can solve the problem. But for today, get those 3 issues. Remember, the target is I can explain the water issue by giving at least 3 examples or facts and details in my first paragraph. Get your readers motivated to want to do something about this issue that affects people all around the world.